Okay, welcome to day 4. We have problem 1, which number shows 400ths as a decimal? Please, please, please use a number line to help you. Remember that THS? This is the clue, the sound that you're in the fractional part. And the decimal separates the whole number from the fractional part. So I'm going to just kind of write the whole numbers here. I know this is ones and tens, right? And you kind of hear that Z sound. Then we know when you're hearing that Z sound, hundreds, you're in the whole number. Hundredths, when you're hearing that TH sound, those are your fractional parts. So this first one here is your tenths or 1/10ths, and this is your 100ths. So it's saying 400, so that 4 is going to come in the hundredths place value. And then if you want to, you can put a little smiley face here and a 0, but make sure that's a 0. And just how happy you are. You can put some hair on there, and if you want to put some glasses on there, kind of looks like a clown, but this is 400ths. And so hopefully you can look over on that side and you can pick the number that's 400ths. And this is like my 5th take. So just excuse all my extra little papers and notes here. Okay. You might see some stuff on there. And now here we go. Number 2. What are the coordinates for point A? Oh, these are so much fun. I love these. So it already tells you here that the x-axis goes side to side. And then the y-axis goes up and down vertical. So we have the horizontal line and the vertical line, but side to side, if you like Ariana Grande and she has a song that says side to side. Okay, never mind. So when we're looking at points on a coordinate graph, you know the first point is always going to be X. The second point is always going to be Y. And so in 5th grade, you're working just in this first quadrant here. You can know that you're going to run before you jump. All right. So on the x-axis, you're going to run to the x-axis and then jump up. And where the 2 lines meet and you make that little dot, that little point there, that's where you will always plot your information. So it's giving us the information already. So we've got to kind of work backwards, right? So we're here. Let's run on the X though first. Let's see where it's going to land on X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can kind of see I help myself by making a line. So I know that my first point is going to have to go to 5 first. I ran on the x-axis, or you run on the x-axis, and we have to jump to the y-axis. So let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I kind of make a line here just to kind of help where I see the 2 lines meet. So I'm jumping up to 4 on the y-axis. Now, if you look over on the side, you're going to find the answer pretty quickly. Yes, I know it's pretty fun and easy, isn't it? Okay, here we go. I'm going to flip this around and we're going to talk about Kentucky Fried Chicken because I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's so crispy and crunchy. And oh wait, we're talking about fractions. Sorry. What is a quotient? We are going to set up our problem here. We're going to follow all the steps. So before we multiply or divide a fraction, to make it easy for us, we're going to put the 1 on under it. All right. And then you can sing the little song that we like to sing to you. Put a 1 under it, put a 1 under it. And then I'm going to write this up on top of my fraction. K, C, F, and it doesn't stand for Kentucky Fried Chicken. It stands for keep, right? Keep. Oops. Wow. I'm looking at the screen and not at my paper. So keep, change, flip. So let's talk about keep right here. Always keep this fraction the same, no matter what. This, bring it down. Don't change it. I solemnly swear I will never change this fraction because this is your dividend. This is going to stay the same. It always stays the same. This is the total amount that you're dividing. So you have to keep that the same. What you can do, what will always change is after the sign, when we convert or change this sign, when we do the opposite of multiplying, or division, which is multiplying, we flip this fraction. So the 1 goes on the bottom and the 3 goes on the top. And it kind of does a little handstand. And then it becomes 3 over 1. Okay, so go through these steps. Promise us you do not change this. You always keep this first dividend. It stays the same. All right, then you change the sign first, then you flip the fraction. Only one that gets flipped is after the sign, after the multiplication sign. All right, now you can multiply like normal. 14 times 3 is 14 plus 14 plus 14, or you can multiply 14 times 3. I'm going to show you another way I like to make friendly numbers. 10 times 3 is 30, and then 4 times 3 is 12, and you can add that up. That gives you 42. And if you added 10, 20, 30, 34, 38, 42. I love math. You can use several methods, right? To get the answer, it equals 42. And then 1 times 1 is always 1. And so when you divide it, because this is the same 42 over 1, your dividend goes inside. 1 can go into 4 times, 1 goes into 2 times. 42 times 1 is 42. Take away 0. Your answer is there. Is there an answer over on that side that you can pick that equals 42? There is. Okay, now this one gave me a little bit of crazy. I had to reread this one. I was subtracting and adding and doing all the things, but then I had to remember, Miss Benitez, you are not reading the problem right. So let's read it together. A painter, he bought a total, or she bought a total of 3 1/3 gallons of paint to paint a house. All right, so I'm imagining 3.5 gallons. He used 4/5 of the paint for the house. How many gallons of paint did the painter use? So I was not paying attention because of paint, that's telling me, it's kind of like saying 3 1/3 gallons of paint, right? The painter used 4/5 of the 3 1/3 paint, so it's actually multiplication. So it took me a while, and I was doing all the things and not getting the answer right. So it's okay. It's a hard one. You're gonna make mistakes here. So before we multiply fractions, you want to get mad if you're seeing this mixed number, okay? And make your mad face here, and know that we have to multiply, add, and this stands for denominator. We're going to multiply the denominator by the whole number. So we're going to follow the step. 3 times 3 is 9. Then we add the numerator. So 9 plus 1 is 10. My denominator stays the same, 10/3. Okay. And then I'm bringing this one down. So now we can multiply 4/5. 10 times 4 is 40. 3 times 5 is 15. And now we're going to, I was going to say destroy. We're going to destroy. Kidding. We're going to divide. And I know just by here, because this is a 0 and this is a 5, I can divide by 5. 5, and I can divide by 5. So 40 divided by 5 is going to give me, I think it's 8 times 5 gives me 40. And then I have 15 divided by 5. It's 3, right? And I'm going to check it. 8 times 5 gives me 40. 3 times 5 gives me 15. It's 8/3. Okay, so I have an improper fraction. I got mad to make it an improper fraction, right? To make this mixed number. Now we've got to get glad. And you make your little happy face right there. Okay, make your happy face. And let's get glad. So the G stands for go divide. Take this, dump it around. We've been learning, right? The numerator will always be your dividend. Your denominator will be your divisor. So 3 can go into 8 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6, and we subtract, and we got 2 left over. So remember, we leave the whole number 2. We always put the leftover on the numerator, and then we leave the denominator. The denominator stays the same. Is there a fraction that matches 2 2/3 paint? These are the signal words we really have to be careful of, because I wanted to add and I wanted to subtract, and I did all the things except the right thing. So welcome to my mistake. But this is the right way. I finally figured it out.